On today's special episode of Homeworthy, we're taking you inside the whimsical primary bedroom designed by Sasha Bikoff at the iconic River Mansion on New York City's Upper West Side. Once red and covered in yellow fabric, Sasha reimagined the space into her dream Y2K teenage bedroom. A clamshell bed takes center stage and is balanced by pearl sconces against a backdrop of pastel and cloud-inspired wallpaper. It's a Hollywood glam fantasy world that Sasha brought to life. Enjoy! You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Like and subscribe for more.
Hi, I'm interior designer Sasha Bikoff, and welcome to the 2023 Kips Bay Show House. This is the primary bedroom. Let's go. I'd like to say that the inspiration for this room is my Y2K teenage dream reincarnated as an adult interior decorator. Before I got my hands on this bedroom here at Kips Bay, it hadn't been touched since the 80s. I really loved the 80s millwork that was already in the room, so I kind of wanted to play with that. But originally the room was red and had yellow fabric all over the walls. The carpet was really old and had to get redone, so we gave this room an entire facelift. When designing this room, it all started with the bed. I knew I wanted a clamshell bed with matching pearl sconces on either side. It was just, how are we going to make it? What is it going to look like? And because this room is inspired by the Y2K era, I decided to make an inflatable clamshell bed. This is an iridescent plastic fabric, very Barbiecore of the moment right now. And adorned on this bed is custom butterfly sheets. This is all embroidered with different pastel color butterflies, and it really completes the whole look. This little bed tray over here with tea set has the cutest little mushrooms on it to just go in with your whole fantasy of this room. And then the pink lucite tray is great too, because you get to really see the embroidered butterflies come out. We have this amazing little stool. It actually glows in the dark at night, and the color is so vivid and kind of reflects on this inflatable bed. The bed is super comfortable, but over here at Sasha Bikoff Interior Design, we are style over function. Moving on, this mirror is by one of my favorite artists, Chris Shank. I loved it so much because the colors are vibrant. It kind of evokes this mermaid, sea life feel. We have feet popping out and hair and faces and eyes. Again, it goes with the whole fantasy of the room. We added this coral, beautiful console under, which is a perfect place to display our various objets. We have Dom, which is a really iconic French company. We have these little roses. We have this beautiful sculpture by Studio Grey Tag. This sculpture is amazing. It has crystals, freshwater pearls, amethyst. It's truly a piece of art. I'm a master sourcer, so finding things is actually my expertise. I go to galleries, I go to art fairs, I go to various antique shops, flea markets. If there's anything home and design related, you can find me there. This chair, it kind of looks like an octopus or an oyster shell or something, but this is done by Misha Khan, and I love the light blue color and the way it waves around and kind of goes into this carpet. This carpet is custom designed by me. It's my collection with rug art. It's called Wavy. And I designed this carpet in the same color palette as our wallpaper. Our wallpaper is meant to evoke clouds. And this is my kind of 18th century Rococo Renaissance ode to more of a classical approach to design. And we have all these beautiful pastel colors set against a gold leaf backdrop. So it really feels like this wallpaper is on fire. You get that sunset time, and it's great. One of my favorite aspects of the room is this little fuzzy nook. This nook originally was closed cabinetry. And when I opened up the cabinetry, I realized that there was a great amount of depth behind. So I decided to blast all the walls out and make this into a little nook. And I was inspired by the 1968 Super Studio sofa called the Bizarre Sofa, where all these women were on this fuzzy pink sofa playing instruments. So this is my homage to that moment. It's so hard to say what my favorite thing in this bedroom is because I absolutely love everything. But since it's a bedroom, everything started with the bed. So I love the inflatable clamshell bed and my ode to Mariah Carey butterfly bedding. Moving right along, this piece probably has the most sentimental value for me. I designed the ship chandelier for Versace in 2019, and it was displayed at Art Basel. So we brought it in from Italy, and the idea was that I wanted you to feel like the sailboat was sailing into the clouds. The light that this gives off is spectacular because of the color crystals and how they sparkle. And again, with the neon detail on top, it's my little homage to the 80s, which is an era I so greatly appreciate in terms of design. I am born and raised in New York City. I still live here now, downtown in the West Village. And what inspires me is art, architecture, fashion, film, and nature. My personal aesthetic, I like to say, is Marie Antoinette at Studio 54, but I can do everything. I'm really inspired by my clients, and you know, I just like to have fun with design, and I always say there are no rules when it comes to design. The neon around the whole room was inspired by a strip club, honestly. This is a boudoir. I needed to add that little sex appeal to the room. You know, whoever lives in this room is gonna want some pink neon. So that's what we did here. Another amazing aspect to this room is the drapery. I love the juxtaposition between old and new. So we have kind of all this contemporary furniture, collectible design, and then we have these kind of really classical French 18th century fluffy drapes that look like dessert. But my whole take is that you need to add a little bit of that Marie Antoinette thing into the bedroom, and that's where the drapes come into play. And we kind of made them feel fresh and young by doing the color blocking on the valance, on the drapes, on the tie back, the bows, and the fringe. They're each a different color that corresponds with the color palette of the room. It's funny because my husband is 6'5". He's, you know, a finance guy. His brain operates in a totally different way than mine, but he actually loves everything I do because there's something to be said about a woman's touch. These mirrors are amazing. They have this drippy, glossy feeling to them, and they just are the perfect complement for this wall. We had one big hiccup a day before we were meant to shoot the space. Our glass from our vanity station completely cracked. The cracked glass is not here. We actually had a quick fix solution, and we ordered pink plexi, which actually turned out even cooler. Every bedroom needs a good glamour area. I'm gonna take you to ours. Here's our Hollywood glam station. It's perfect for your makeup. This actually didn't exist behind here, so we fully built it out. And we've had pink onyx, which is a semi-precious stone, put all around here, and then we adorned it with our beautiful cracked glass accessories, and obviously we needed a Hollywood director's chair. Although this is a show house and we don't necessarily need storage space, we still have some storage. I imagine whoever lives here has used the other side of the house as her closet. So this is probably just for her pajamas and silk robes. However, what we did is we actually fabric backed the walls of all these doors in a French silk white brocade, which is very, very 18th century French. And I custom made this bow hardware with S.A. Baxter, and this is an homage to our little bows on the draperies. My background is really in the fine arts. I never worked for an interior designer. However, it's always been a really big passion of mine, and I started my firm back in 2014, and I've been decorating ever since. Because whoever lives here loves fashion, we have a Schiaparelli print and a wavy gold bench here with a beautiful little vase to just complete our bedroom moment. We had a really good time with the millwork. This has kind of become my signature. I did it 5 years ago when I did the 2018 Kips Bay. And this is kind of doing the color block on all the millwork. And you'll see it throughout the doors, throughout the window frames, and you'll see it kind of everywhere. And I think it's a fun way to bring life into a space, and it's an easy fix just to add this paint around. The colors I used around the room for paint are, a lemon chiffon, a lavender, an orange meringue, and kind of this seashell pink color. And then you'll also see an aqua and a very minty green. Decorating a room under the Kips Bay time crunch, which is exactly 6 weeks, is extremely, extremely stressful. Just so you can imagine, it usually takes 12 to 16 weeks for furniture to arrive after it's been designed. Usually the design process can take up to 2 months. So imagine doing an entirely custom bedroom in 6 weeks. When I decided that I needed clouds as a wallpaper, it only made sense that I had some cherubs. So I found this antique cherub relief, which is so major, and I love how they're clouds with sun rays popping out, and it really gives you that kind of Sistine Chapel classical feel I'm going for, because again, it's all about the mix. This grotto console is amazing too, and it brings you back to that mermaid, Venus fantasy life that we're going for. The Murano turquoise lamp is also amazing. Again, it connects with our color palette. And then on the ceiling, we have this beautiful swirly Murano light as well to complete the fantasy. It's all about these whimsical pieces that connect to this story that takes you kind of on this creative, inspired journey through design. The biggest tip when designing your own primary bedroom is to think about this. This is a space where you dream in. This is a space where you wake up every morning. Everything starts and ends in the bedroom. So make sure this room is unique to yourself. Make sure it's filled with everything you love, everything you're passionate about, whether it be colors, patterns, objects from your travel. This is your special place. When someone walks into my room here at Kips Bay, I want them to feel a sense of creativity. I want them to be excited. I want a sense of joy to overcome them. And I want them to kind of be transported into another place.
Thanks for watching. For more Homeworthy content, be sure to like and subscribe.